Whoops, wrong control. Hey, it's me, Mindy, bringing you 15 more Major League Baseball plays for your football Saturday. I'm sure no one is going to watch this video because there's more important things to do. But for us, we still like to win money, right? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to hopefully help you find your way to the right picks here somehow, right? All right. If you guys aren't really familiar, welcome. Make sure you like, subscribe, click on the bell to get the latest notifications. I have a Major League Baseball model. I've worked really hard on this model and I track all of my plays. I then compare those to the Vegas opening lines. So it's basically a model that has Mindy's variance, how it compares to Vegas's variance, and then we put those together and find the places that we win the most. And that's what we do, is give you those variances or confidence levels every single day. All right. Hopefully you guys are ready. Let's do it. We had winners yesterday, so we're excited for more. All right, let's do it. And P.S. I don't do anything for football for a couple of weeks because I need data and stats. I know it's terrible. I get it, you guys. I get it. But I like my money. I like to keep it in my pocket, so there's no sense in me just doing crazy stuff. Okay? But so it's buyer beware on college football. All right, let's do it. But it's fun. I know. All right, let's add it to the stage here. Here it is, 8:31. All the baseball you can handle coming up. Here it is, game number one, Cardinals and Yankees in the Yankee Stadium. We have Gibson on the mound, 6.91 ERA over his last five, 4.54 this season versus Warren for the Yankees. Super elevated all the way around, you guys. Look, 10.95 ERA over his last five, 9.68 ERA this season. That's a whole bunch of yuck. But the Yankees offense, though, has been pretty much on fire. I take that back. I mean, I know they won yesterday, but if we look at them as an overall body of work, especially over about the last 5 games, they're actually scoring 1.5 runs less than their season-long average. And the Cardinals are the one that's up here batting 3.5% higher than their season-long average. Cardinals offense right now slugging the ball around pretty good. 806. So look at this, you guys. Look at this. We have total crap Yankee pitching sitting at minus 164, and we got the Cardinals here winning by 2. So we feel pretty good with just laying the 2 and taking a huge plus money day. We're going to do it. We're going to take them on the run line. So we're going to lay the 1.5 runs in this one. That's right. Lay the 1.5 runs. I mean, if you want to take it the other way, you can, or just take these guys on the money line. But again, what I am doing is showing you what the best play is going to be for us. So in this situation at 59.7%, when we have all things being equal here for the Cardinals with the crappy pitching, Cardinals hitting okay, we're going to go ahead and go on the run line. Got the Cardinals winning by 2. Cubs, Nationals, Assad on the mound. He's been under average. We like that. 2.84 ERA over his last 5, 3.15 this season versus hers. It always makes me think of her playing guitar. But 2.22, also excellent, under average over his last 5, 3.84 this season. Cubs offense, we know they're still hot, right? I mean, we still got them coming off those 14, runs, killing my parlay on the Pirates, whatever. But the Cubs offense, 11.3% higher than their season-long average right now on all of those offensive impact categories, runs scored, batting average, on base, slugging, all that kind of good stuff. Cubs offense right now, crushing it, 829 slugging. Cubs offense are scoring 2.3 runs more than this Washington Nationals team. Put them up a big way yesterday. Cubs, they're winning 5.2% more than the Nationals. Let's take the Cubs here again on the money line, back to back. We like it. They're scoring tons of runs. They're hot. Let's keep it going. Coming in at 69.8. Cubs win 4-3. There it is. The Padres and the Rays. Vasquez, 3.24 ERA over his last 5, 4.52 this season versus Baz, 3.33 over his last 5, 3.48 staying steady this season. Padres offense right now, they are hitting 3.7% lower than their season-long average over their last 5. We're going to go ahead and take the Rays on the run line. So we're going to go ahead and go plus 1.5 runs in this one. Plus, we have a statistical tie, 3-3. We do have usually the home team winning at about 5.1% more, but we're going to take them on the run line because that one gets us to 68.6, and we like those big variances. So let's do it. Our text play of the day. It's going to be in your favorite matchup, the Pirates versus the Guardians. It's Ortiz versus Boyd. Who is it going to be in this one, you guys? What's the play going to be? Is it going to be money line, run line, total? We'll give it to you. All you got to do is text the word win, WIN, to 223-203-1821. This one here is our second highest variance on the board, 71.2%. So pretty high. We like that. And again, if you guys have already signed up for the text plays, you don't have to text again. But if you want to, you can. It's me. You can just say hi. What up? But yeah, go ahead and text the word win to 203-1821. And I will get those out to you as well as along with the WNBA. That's causing me tons of grief like right now because my line service keeps putting, when I get the data dump, it will have different fields in there that they have deleted or input. And so when it comes out, it just messes everything up. So then I got to go manually put that in. And you guys don't want to wait for me. I get it. All right. We'll get them out as soon as we can. Thanks. All right. Red Sox and Tigers. Pavetta elevated 6.14 over his last 5, 4.61 this season. Skubal has been pretty good. To say the least, right? 3.56 ERA over his last 5. That's just a little bit elevated from his overall 2.58 this season. It's going to come down to this Tigers bullpen again. I'm pretty sure of it. 1.59 runs less than the White Sox over the last 5. The Red Sox offense is still struggling a little bit, right? They're minus 3.5% on their season long average right now, 7.6% lower on their league average right now for the runs scored, the batting average, the slugging, the on base, all of those offensive impact categories. We have them down over the last 5. Red Sox here, they're only hitting .213. I get it. They come up with some chances. I get it. But they're only slugging at about .639. We're going to go ahead and go with Skubal and the Detroit Tigers on the money line. We have them winning 5-3, a little bit of variance there, a little bit of leeway. We like it, coming in at 63.5% of the time. All right, Athletics and Rangers. We have Estes on the mound, 3.03 over his last 5, 4.37 this season versus Bradford, 3.25 over his last 5, 3.31 staying steady over the season. Athletics offense right now, they're scoring 1.5 runs more per game than their season-long average. They're coming off that big showing, put up a 9 just a couple days ago here. And then the Athletics offense, they're batting 6.5% higher than their season-long average when it comes to batting average. They capitalize on runs. They're averaging 5.57 per game. Athletics offense is also 11.9% higher than the league average on all of their offensive impact categories there. Athletics offense, they're hitting. This is right. It's not a typo, I promise you. 30.1% better if we take a look at all offensive categories overall. Crazy. 30%. So we have it as a tie. We know that usually things with a tie goes to the home team, 5.1%. That's where we're going to take the plus 1.5. This one is pretty high variance. You can see it's close to that text play, 71.1%. Let's do it. Royals, Astros. We had the Astros yesterday. They got it done in 9 with that almost combined no-hitter. They had it at least through 8. Got Reagans on the mound, 2.89 over his last 3 games, 3.28 this season. And look who else has a 2.89 over his last 5 games. That's right, it's Kikuchi. 4.39 though overall this season. Astros bullpen, they've been dealing. Right now they're hot. That's going to put them over the edge here in this one, just like today. 1.535 runs less than the Royals in the bullpen innings. Astros offense is batting 4.1% higher when it comes to batting average. The Astros offense is also 11.5% higher. All of those offensive impact categories. And they're actually hitting 7.1% better than this Royals team right now. So we're going back again, back to back on this Houston Astros team on the money line. 63.5% of the time have the Astros winning 4-3. Mets, White Sox, Quintana, 6.33 elevated from the 4.36 ERA this season versus Martin, 2.92 over his last 5, 2.96 this season. Hey, pretty good, right? I mean, that's decent for a White Sox team. Mets bullpen, though, they're 1.475 lower than the White Sox. That's always what it's going to come down to. Them and the Rockies, it's going to come down. If you have the better bullpen, you're probably going to win. Mets offense is 7.7% higher than the league average right now in all of those offensive impact categories. White Sox still only hitting 202. They got a second baseman with a nugget on his head. The Mets offense have scored 3.66 more runs than the White Sox, and they're actually hitting 6.7% better than the White Sox as a whole. We're going to go ahead and lay it like we did yesterday. You guys don't look at the scoring. It's a little bit of rounding. Don't get me wrong. But we're going to take them on the run line. So we'll lay the 1.5 runs. It comes in at 71.1% of the time. It's rounding, I promise. All right, we got the Blue Jays and the Twins. Barrios on the mound. He's been doing well, 2.94 over the last 5, 3.72 this season versus Matthews, 3 ERA, 3 this season. Jays offense right now, 2.6% lower than their season-long average. Their offensive impact is 10.5% off of the runs scored, season average, batting average, all that kind of good stuff. They're hitting 213. What the heck? Suddenly the Twins, look at them. They're averaging 1.65 more runs than the Blue Jays over the last 5. They're hitting 5.5% better when it comes to batting average. And of course, if we take a look at them overall as a whole, 16% better over their last 5 on all of those impact categories, offensive impacts. So we're going to be going ahead and laying the minus 144 here. Our variance at a minus 144 set by Vegas. That puts that confidence level at 63.3% of the time. Our modeling play wins in this spot. We have them winning 4-3. Brew Crew and the Reds, Freddie Montas, 3.33 over his last 5, 4.64 this season versus Spires. Elevated. Poor guy. He's up to 9.14 now over his last 5. 5.13. I mean, he's one of those, he's getting stuck at like 2 or 3 innings every single time. This looks like another easy one for the Brew Crew. Brewers pitching is 1.31 runs less than this Reds pitching right now. I mean, if the Reds want to do something, I think they have the potential, but they need another pitcher. It's killing me. But the Brewers offense right now is 7.77% better than the Reds right now. We got the Brew Crew winning by 2, 63.5% of the time. All right, we have the Braves and the Phillies. Fried on the mound, 5.26, elevated from his 3.53. Not doing great in the short term. Versus Wheeler, on the other hand, he's been dealing here as of late. So when I think of him as not winning very many games. But look at this, 1.97 over his last 5, 2.74 this season. May just not be getting the wins, kind of like those Mariners pitchers. Phillies offense slugging around pretty good, 8.26 right now. And they're 12% better than the Rays if we take a look at those averages over the last 5 games. Have the Fighting Peas here, winning on the money line 63.4% of the time. Phillies win 4-3 in this one. What do we got? Dodgers, Diamondbacks. We have Stone, 3.25 over his last 5 games. 3.33, been staying steady this season versus Merrill Kelly, the Woogie. 6.75 ERA over his last 5 games, 3.96 this season. We're going to go ahead and go with the Arizona Diamondbacks on the run line. You can see we only have them losing by 1, have the Dodgers victory here. But our better play, rather than taking the Dodgers on the money line, is going to be this run line with the Diamondbacks. We hit at 60%. It's going to be less taking the LA Dodgers just on the money line. So let's do it. Orioles, Rockies. Kremer on the mound, 4.61 over his last 5, 4.31 this season. Both of these pitchers are pretty steady. Feltner, 4.5 ERA over his last 5, 4.95 this season. We're going to go ahead and take the Colorado Rockies on the run line, have this one a 6-6 ball game. So you can go ahead and go over this total. It looks like Rockies offense right now, they're actually 13.6% higher than the league average in all of those offensive categories. They're slugging 977. What's up, Rockies? I mean, they're doing a great job. I mean, this could be one maybe they get. We'll see how it goes. Rockies offense, 3.4% higher than the Orioles over the last 4. Let's go ahead and take the Rockies on the run line. I like it. I don't get to say Rockies on anything very often. It's fun. Mariners. Oh, did I miss it? No, this is it. Number 14. Game 14. Marlins versus Giants. Cabrera versus Black. Number 8 prospect, you guys. What's this one going to be like? What do we got? This is our VIP play of the day. It comes in at a whopping 83%. That's huge, you guys. That is a big number. So all you got to do to get this play, the VIP account has been pretty darn hot. I can't remember, but it's literally like something like 12 and 13 over the last 13 plays. We've only lost one. So we're on a pretty good streak by playing our very highest variance over there. So go to ogcappers.com. You can use the promo code OG15 to save you 15% off of any of your purchases there. All of our pick packages are profit guaranteed. So if you purchase this and we don't win, you do get money back to your account. So it's a pretty good deal as well. But if you want our best of the best play, we're hot. Go pick it up. And then, of course, we have the Mariners this time and the Angels. I was surprised when I get all these updates on my phone and it says Mariners 5 in the first inning. I could barely believe it. Barely contain my excitement. But we have Brandon Woo on the mound. Brandon. Why is it I'm totally not remembering his name right now? B Woo. Man, I'm sorry. I can't remember. But yeah, 1.59 over his last 5 games, 205 this season. I mean, it is exceptional work. I'm like mad. I can't remember. Woo! Pitcher. Mariners. You guys tell me. I need to telepathically. Brian. That's what I said, right? Or did I say Brandon? Brandon's my neighbor. Brian Woo. He's been exceptional. He's 24 years old from Alameda High, since I have all of his stuff up. He's going up against Mr. Anderson, who's been up 5.53 over his last 5 games, 3.41 this season. As you know, the Angels just struggle, just not hitting anything. They're less than their season-long average by about 2 runs. They're lower than the season-long average in all the offensive impact categories by 4.2%. Angels offense is 15.3% lower in batting average. They're hitting 189. They've taken the place of the Mariners right now. They might have the worst offense that you can find. They're just bad. They're slumping. Let's go ahead and take the Mariners on the run line. Comes in at 65.8%. Red line. All right. So my fault. We are laying it 1.5. Again, those are rounding numbers. So we're going to lay the 1.5 runs here. We're going to take it at 65.8% of the time. All right. Let's do it. All right, you guys. That's all I have for you today. That's all I can find. All 15. Enjoy your football weekend. I got my Huskers planned, so I'm pretty excited about that. That comes on 2:30 Central. Hanging out with my sister. I think my mom's making stuffed peppers. I know that's kind of a weird thing for a football game, but, they're good. I like it. But yeah, you guys, make sure you check out our other videos that are out there by our other favorite cappers. You can always go ahead and find our main page. You can look in the short section. That's where you'll find most of those. They do all of the game versus game breakdown. We cut this video up too. I should say I cut this video up too. So you can always type in game versus game too if you want something quick. But I always prefer you come and watch my whole show. All right, you guys. Hey, take care. Have fun. Be safe. We'll see you later tomorrow.